ability on the red side, but we've seen some beautiful blue side drafts, and here we are into pick and ban for game number 1 of the 2023 Spring Grand Final. T1 will ban away Zeri, as is the right thing to do.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think Zeri or the Varus are going to see the Rift here today. The Lucian, an interesting one, because that is a pick that against most other teams has dropped from the ban list, but T1, we know how good Guma and Carry are at it, and it will still be respected. The same for the Cassante. So Varus is still open here. Do note Sejuani, another pick that is extremely high priority. Expect to see one of those two BB1 there. But that Cassante, Genji showed even yesterday how good, but no! And straight back to it!
Oh, I love this, because this is not only a good first pick for T1, but it is also exactly what Genji lost on in their game 1 just yesterday, and it was first picked.
And this is the Jace that you are going to guarantee yourself top prio with as T1, as the best top laner in the LCK. Prioritizing this early means you're going to at least have guaranteed control here. What you lose, potentially, is a Sejuani pick, but because Genji will actually lock both the Xayah and Rakan in here to make sure that duo is not denied, T1 will also now have the opportunity to have Sejuani and Varus. So you have great poke here, you have long-range engage, and amazing follow-up with the Varus ultimate, and Peanut's going back to the Wukong into this matchup.
And while Genji has a very strong team fighting core, Wukong and Rakan, we've seen how efficient this pace is on comfort already. T1 has so much range with Jace and Varus, even if you do end up going on hit, which Guma has done with great efficiency. The poke from those two champions means that a lot of pressure is going to be on Genji, whereas for T1, they can just fish for poke, for a Varus ultimate, or owner with now the Sejuani available as well, try and go for a single pick. And if it doesn't work out, you can just back off and keep on poking as the Malphite ban. Even though Doran has struggled on it, I think into the Jace, still a very strong pick, so I like the respect.
And let's see if Chovy's going to play the LeBlanc here. The Ahri is available, but he does not have the Vi, and the Lissandra ban was leading towards one of those two picks. It will be the Ahri here, so they have not a lot of range, but they have really good engage. And the ability to pick off these squishy targets in the backline, and Genji's composition is amazing, but one of the biggest ways to shut it down is the Veigar.
Wow, and Veigar actually, often we see Ahri picked into it, but we've seen Veigar win these matchups many times, so not necessarily a counter pick at all. Carrier thinking about cooking, we'll see what he is going to go for. Can't actually be a chef, unfortunately, because Tahm Kench has been banned away, but this is often what we talk about as being the better option, and that is Kalista, keeping Varus alive, but no, the engage going to be available here as he locks down the Nautilus.
And if this was a few weeks ago, pre all the nerfs, this would 100% be Kalista or Caitlyn. But Carrier once said, I just want to play Nautilus. I'm playing these things because they're the best. After the rounds of nerfs, him having a great sense of engage is really strong. The Gragas here I like, very strong into the chase. We know Doran is good in it. But with that Veigar lock-in in particular, the biggest goal for Genji with this comp is try and hard engage. You're playing into a Veigar that makes that so much harder, so I really like what T1 have drafted here. I think T1 has, or Genji rather, has a very strong team comp, very well rounded, but actually executing it when T1 is on form and is expected to win both bot and top lane quite handily can be rough.
I think with no prio here for Genji, it's going to be a very difficult game to play out. And while we did see Doran absorb the KT Rolster pressure yesterday on the Gragas,
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, onto the Rift for game number 1. The grand final, the first grand final that we've had here in the LCK, because we finally got a lower bracket, so I get to say grand final. I always say it. I always say grand final, but it's never been correct.
It's been grand every time.
It has been grand. It has been a grand final, used as an adjective, but it hasn't actually been a grand final, you know, the noun.
Technically correct is the best kind of correct, Atlas.
Now
you finally are.
It's both types of grands.
Claim that.
Yeah, now it's both types of grands, and it's 2 types are better than 1.
Yeah.
And
very happy about that. And let's see how this early game is going to go, gentlemen, because I feel like T1 should have some advantages around this Rift. I want to be able to talk about this as being close, but it's hard.
So the one thing that people are probably focusing on in terms of the runes here is going to be Gumayusi, right? He obviously is not going to be going into the lethality variant with Comet with the support that he has opted into here in the Nautilus. So it is going to be more auto-attacking on hit. Zeus is going to come over here at level 1 and push Peanut out. Nice attempt here from Peanut to start the vertical jungle, but he will be denied. And this is actually really going to hurt his early game. They're slowing him down quite significantly. Now Owner's coming up.
Yeah.
Level advantage.
Can he hit level 2 in time? Owner's on his way.
Yeah, Owner is going to be able to see this as, all right, Peanut going to be able to take that one away. So hits level 2, makes it over the wall. That's a flash from Owner though, the flash to follow from Peanut as he looks to try and escape, but Faker is just going to put him into the cage. I don't know whether he'll have the W available as he's just going to stand still. Oh no, Peanut!
Go back, try to get Wolves is what really costs him, because this early on especially is hold up.
Yeah, engage and counter engage is already. Carrier's lit on fire. Pays trying to fight back, but a one trade here for T1 if you're talking about 80 carry health bars.
And yeah, as we were saying, as the bot lane trading, very aggressive. If Peanut just goes to his red buff, he's behind, but it's salvageable. But with him dying and giving over an early kill to Veigar, the troubles are already starting. And Doran,
speaking of troubles,
might be in trouble here as well.
Yep, that's Owner rewarding his top laner for scouting out his jungle. And we'll see, Winter's Wrath is going to go wide, but there's the flash. Permafrost is in, and T1 are going to look for their second. Doran actually going to turn it and gets the solo kill 1v2.
And Doran does it again, and I said right before this, you put Doran on the Gragas, and
you might think that it's a detriment for Gen G to have to play 2 best-of-5s in a row. I think for a player like Doran especially, he's leveled up, and he can continue to do so, as now Faker is going to go into melee range against Chovy here, finds himself the burst of flash forward, but it's not going to quite be enough to lock down the kill. That is why you always drink your potions, ladies and gentlemen.
Knowing that their bot lane was on the roam is,
okay, they're going to look to try and escape from this one. Flash out from Carrier, as now Blade Caller not going to get the snare, but the Q is going to miss. Featherstorm has to be invested. Actually, a huge cooldown is here on the top side. Zeus is looking for a solo. Just needs to hit another shock blast, and that could be a dead Doran, but no, he takes a drink, and he should be all right. Just Gragas things, I guess. And Zeus is now going to
better, but as mentioned, as Doran.
Yeah, looks for some cooldowns immediately. The flash out from the Gragas, and Zeus, I think he's done it. There's the return of the favors. No, Doran's going to be able to make it out. He just walks it off.
Walk it out.
This guy is immune to death.
You can't really dissuade the Rakan, the Gragas, and the Wukong from going in.
And beyond that, I think the team fights here for Gen G are ultimate based. So if you could bait ultimates out, the Pays, for example, still doesn't have his. It's really difficult to team fight, whereas a Cage alone could just push Gen G away, and you have all the follow-up range damage, and they do, of course, let Doran go down here.
Things out on the Drake score. 600 gold the lead here for T1.
He knows.
As, yeah, Peanut gets all the information. Doran's over here as well as Zeus. Can he stay alive? As in goes Peanut. He finds the Cyclone. Zeus could be taken down, but no, it's the fadeaway ultimate from Owner to save his top laner, but I don't think it's going to be enough. There's the Q, and now Owner is underneath his turret. Faker is going to come in and look to save his jungler. And once again, Peanut is put inside a cage. He's done this so many times, he's going to stop it. There is the depth charge, and Delight is going to get them out of there, but it's not going to be enough to save Peanut. A 1-for-1 in the end.
So much money being picked up on this Jace right now. Chovy?
Oh, great little charm here from Chovy. As Zeus finds himself the shock blast. Chovy still needs to be careful. He flashes to get the over deception, and that's the solo kill.
Really big moment there from Chovy. Goes in aggressively, and Zeus really struggling in this game. Not something that we're used to seeing from him, but that's mean. They're going to target him again.
Maybe.
Well, Owner is in a little bit of trouble. There's the charm. As in goes Delight. They are not risking anything. They're going to make sure that that is a dead Sejuani.
I mean, Gen G now in a very comfortable position in this game. As the second Herald spawns here in 30 seconds, and Owner doesn't have flash just yet. No way to get out of this. And there's
incredible amount of farm available here. And this Bansheesville is something that, Peanut!
Oh dear, Peanut just going to go in though as Chovy looks for the charm. The flash out from Carrier though. It is going to be Warrior Trickster, so Peanut is going to have to get out, and he has to use both of his Cyclone charges on kinda nothing. As Doran looks for the angle, it's the cast to deliver the jungle, and that should be the Drake. But now the team fight in Everfrost is beautiful here from Chovy, as it's a double kill for Pays.
And Gen G have bet on this composition, saying we are going to be the better team fighting team. And when you have a Herald crashing in mid, it's hard to actually keep your cool. Don't use your ultimates to try to deny that.
And what is very, very cool to see is that, hold up.
Speaking of which, finds another gorgeous cask. The special delivery into the Cyclone of Peanut, and Zeus is dead once again. Gen G, I thought they had their eyes on the Baron for a second there, but they're probably not going to get ahead of themselves.
And the level of comfort that Gen G hits, but if you're a Fed Zaya in a late game team fight, your impact is going to be incredible. T1.
It's a T1 Baron, and Gen G, no vision here, but they are aware of this. They're going to have to rotate over quickly. TP won't be denied.
Chovy, can he find it? No, doesn't actually see him. And now teleport is going to have to come in here. Gen G in position. There it is, and the pickup immediately onto the Ari. Oh no, Chovy's been caught there before.
And not only does he not deny the TP, but he's picked instantly in this fight. TP wasted to 5v4.
Cage goes down. Let's see what they can actually find here as Peanut is able to use his warrior tricks to the Baron is down incredibly low. Peanut gets stunned. Can he flash in? He flashes the wrong way. Can he get over the wall? The answer is no, and they pick up Peanut anyway. T1's back in control.
You can't steal a Baron from Guma and Owner.
By an empowered Q. Owner once again in a precarious position, and Faker, it's his turn to get caught out of position. And now Pays is going to be delivered a 4th kill this time around. Oh my, I wasn't expecting calamity like this in game 1, gentlemen.
And you mentioned this, Chronicler, just moments ago about last season. Okay, hold on, we're still fighting.
Yep, that is Peanut being put into the bouncy castle as he's down extraordinarily low. Battle Dance comes in, Owner says not on my watch. And he will be able to lock down the jungler. The flash forward from Carrier, but he finds the wall. That is the Orbit Deception. Chovy gets himself out of there, and so does Carrier.
And this is a team fighting composition here for Gen G.
is going to be spotted on this ward. Chovy round to the side as Gen G going to get collapsed upon here by T1. A lot of damage being done to this Drake. Because let's see whether Owner can even that one out. There's the cast as Baker's just booped in there. The Cyclone's fantastic. The Drake down to 1 health, and Peanut as an afterthought picks up Soul Point as Doran is incredible at Gragas.
He's a sniper.
Yeah, Carrier goes over, he looks for the huge play, but instead, he's gonna find the Death Chamber, and Gen G back in control again.
They knew. They saw the Hextech, or I think the wards on the bottom river brush there saw the channel coming through from Carrier.
And you need more damage. Getting the approach on this team to set up cages isn't really the way this comp operates.
Well, that's a hook. As, oh no, Owner is down so incredibly low, finds another fadeaway, but it's onto a clone Peanut. He does end up having to flash, as now Chovy's taking matters into his own hands. Owner still in a bit of trouble. It's another huge cast. Faker's inside his own cage, but that provides safety to the grand entrance. That is going to seal the deal, and it's a double kill for Pays. Is it going to be the triple? There it is. And can he get a quadra in game 1 of the grand final of his first split of the LCK? The answer's no. He'll have to settle with a triple.
8 kills in this game.
He's legendary.
Gen G are going to be able to go and take the Baron here. Doran is just chasing Owner down. He won't overextend here to try to get the kill. He's going to be able to get out with the help of the Cloud Rift here.
Doran, you cannot just kill if you find him in a brush.
And not only is Faker not really hitting these event horizons on Chovy, he has Banshee's Veil. He's lost it now for this fight. Peanut does have Cyclone. T1 want to stop this, but I don't think they can.
This is Soul, as they are going to be able to steal it away. They deny the Soul. Owner, he will die, but it's a fair bit of time bought, especially with Elder on the horizon. Still, Gen G with Baron and with a lot of control.
The power that spike this game, it's just not going to happen. And you're going up against so much armor here. The poke from Zeus is just irrelevant.
Chains of Corruption, they are just going to stun him for as long as possible. Doran was tanking forever. This is like mostly damage on the Gragas. And still with the fully stacked Rod of Ages, as well as the extra armor from the Zhonya's, he's, I guess, going to be K.
Look at Peanut. He's got the Chain Vest as well. Your Banshee's Veil here on Chovy. You're just deflecting so much of this damage.
How is Shadow Flame Gragas tanking that much?
I don't get it at all.
W, he presses
Level
W.
18, maybe? I don't know. Well, in goes Chovy, finds another charm, this time onto his ex-teammate Carrier, and Pays will get another kill. It's his 9th of the game, as Peanut is going to take matters into his own hands. Gumayushi, he goes golden. It buys some time, but the Featherstorm is there, and it's a double. 4 Pays on the bottom side for Gen G. They'll take down the last remaining in
here because Gen G split them. And actually, we're able to keep mid control and prevent T1 from going over. Now, you can start this, but can you finish it?
Well, this is
for
a
a
Hail
50-50.
Mary, and T1, I think, know that they are certainly circling the drain, so you may as well go for one. Shock Blast connecting, Charm does not. As Carrier's in trouble, they find themselves, oh, the Baron is stolen by Peanut. That could be the last nail in the coffin. His pace, not free hitting right now, but finds the Gale Force, collects his double kill. Gumayusi knocked up, prepared on a silver platter for the AD carry of Gen G. Make it 13, shall we? As he picks up the triple, and Faker running for the hills right now, but Peanut, I think, may just stop him, as there it is. And Gen G, they will take game number one. I hazard to guess after that play.
Surely they can push for end here.
I think so.
Teleport
13-0-2!
And look, the story of this game, I think, is in somewhat, because of the hype of Pace potentially being a Royal Roader here, about his 13-0 scoreline. Well, I think a majority of this game was set up by Doran, and the two of them have worked so well together with Delight to lead to a 6-20 kill score here in this game.
And who were the three players that we were most concerned about? We were most concerned about Doran. He's 1-0-10. As I'm gonna hold that thought for a moment. Pace is gonna get another kill. The Charm connects at the same time. Peanut grabs that one, and the Nexus will fall. Gen G, they take game number one in the grand final. And to quote Obi-Wan Kenobi, we hear the sound